Hey, sixth grade. So today we're going to do L4. We're going to be dividing fractions by whole numbers in recipes, shortcut ENK. So before we even start this example, I want to click at this learning with an example. So the question, and a lot of questions are very similar in a recipe. What quantity of strawberries would you need to make if you wanted to half this recipe for fruit salad? So I see a half, and I might think that I want to divide it by a half. But if I scroll down here, it actually reminds me that if the recipe calls for a half, that's the same as dividing this amount by 2. Okay, so we're actually going to end up dividing the number by 2. So if I'm just looking at strawberries specifically, all I need to look at is this half a cup of strawberries and then divide that number by 2. Okay, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how that happens as well. So if I'm dividing by 2, 2 as in a fraction is 2 over 1. And then when we know that when we divide fractions, we multiply by the reciprocal. So I had 1/2 divided by 2 over 1 or 2. And then I flipped it, keep, change, flip, 1/2 times 1/2. So I actually want to talk about, and then my final answer is 1/4. But I do want to take a second to talk about why we do that. So let's look at this example. What quantity of mushrooms would you need to make a third of the original recipe? So if I only want to make a third of the original recipe, I'm going to be dividing it by 3. And I'm looking at quantity of mushrooms. I'm specifically just going to look at that half cup of mushrooms. So if I have this half a cup of mushrooms, and I'm trying to think, okay, and I didn't even clip all of this stuff because I don't need all this information. But if I think about why we are going to be dividing it the way that we are, I'm going to first draw out like what this looks like. So I'm going to draw my half cup of mushrooms. This is my whole piece. So I drew this box and that's going to represent a whole. Now I want to show that it's just 1/2 a cup of mushrooms, not a whole cup of mushrooms. So I'm going to freehand it. I'll draw that there. So if I'm drawing a half cup, right, that's just one of these sides over here. I'm coloring it in blue. Not very well, but that's okay. All right, so this one blue side is my half a cup of mushrooms, okay? But if I have a half a cup and I want to then divide it by 3, I'm dividing the entire thing by 3. So I'm going to do my best to do that right now. So that entire whole piece, cutting it there, and I'm cutting it there. So now I've divided it into 3 parts. Okay, this one here, this here, this here. It's not exactly even, but that's what you get when you freehand draw. Okay, so my question is, what's going on if I just look at one of those pieces? Let's maybe make it a different color. That's all right, we'll just go back to red. So if I just look at one of these pieces, I think, okay, how much is just one of these pieces? Is 1/3 dividing it by 3? Because when I cut it across 3, this is what was left in this part that was cut by 1/3, but was also in this 1/2 portion. Okay, well, if I counted up all the pieces I have, I would see that this is actually 1/6. This little guy right here is just 1/6. I know that because I had one and then I cut it in half, so I had 2 pieces going this way, right? And then I had 1, 2, 3 pieces going down when I cut it into thirds. So 3 times 2 is 6. I could also count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. And where they overlap is just that 1/6. So that would be my answer. But the other way to think about that is by doing the keep, change, flip kind of procedure. Right? 1/2 divided by 3 is the same as dividing it by 3 over 1. Okay? So if I keep, change, flip, I would keep the 1/2 the same from my original part here. And then instead of dividing, I'm now going to multiply by the reciprocal. Instead of 3 over 1, it now becomes 1 over 3. And now I can just multiply straight across. So 1 times 1 is going to give me my top number, and then 2 times 3 is going to give me my bottom number. And I know that 1 times 1 is just 1, and 2 times 3 is 6. So that is how I also got that 1/6 that I showed up here. So 1/6 is just my answer for this problem. So let's go back and just type in 1/6. All right, so we got it right. Great, so we're going to be doing very similar things throughout. I'm going to jump up to a more difficult level because sometimes they might look a little bit different, but it's going to be kind of a similar idea. All right, so let's look at this one. So what quantity of condensed milk would you need to make half of a recipe? Now, you got to remember that half of a recipe is 1/2 is 1/2, so it's the same as dividing it by 2. I actually only need this top information because I only need to know the condensed milk. I can ignore the rest of the ingredients because the question is not asking me about all the ingredients, it's only asking about the condensed milk. All right, I don't need to draw it out again because now I know that formula that I could use. So what quantity of condensed milk would you need to draw half a recipe? So this time I'm taking, so I need to know about my condensed milk, and it's 2 7/8 a cup. I don't need to worry about my unit right now because my answers are in cups. Okay, and I'm dividing that by half. So I'm dividing it by 2. All right, and remember when I divide it by a whole number, it's the same as dividing it by 1. All right, so with this one is a little bit different than the last one because I do have a improper fraction that I need to convert. So that's improper fraction. I need to first change it to a mixed number. So I know that the 2/2 is 8/8, which is 1, and another 8/8. Apologize for my, it's not looking very good, I'm a little sick. All right, so this is just another way, 8 plus 8, 8/8 plus 8 plus 8 would give me that 2. So I could just do 8 plus 8 plus 7 and get my new top number, but I can also use that shortcut that we talked about before in the multiplying mixed numbers, or I'm sorry, dividing mixed numbers. But whenever I convert a mixed number to improper fraction, I can do the shortcut where I just multiply 8 times 2, gives me 16, and then I'm just going to add it to that 7. So 16 plus 7 is going to give me 23 when I add it to this 7. So 23 is my new top number. That 8 times 2 plus 7. Now remember my bottom number is going to stay the same, so it's still over 8. Okay. And this would be the same as just dividing it by 2/1, but I'm going to go ahead and show that I'm going to do my keep change flip formula. And in order to do this, I'm going to now, instead of dividing, it becomes multiplying. Instead of 2/1, it is now 1/2. But I'm going to still just multiply across to solve for this. So 23 times 1 gives me my new top number, and then 8 times 2 gives me my new bottom number. So I have 16 on the bottom now and 23 on the top. So it should be 23/16 cups of condensed milk in my half recipe. And I can just type it in like that, 23/16. And that is my answer. Let's jump up one more level and try one more together. All right, what quantity of chocolate chunks would you need to make a quarter of the original recipe? This is very similar to the ones that we've been doing. We do need to know that, I'm looking at chocolate chunks is way down here. Making sure we are carefully reading our recipe. I almost went with chocolate chips, but it actually is talking about chocolate chunks. So chocolate chunks is all the way down here. So that's also super important to make sure that you are using the correct numbers. So I'm going to need to take my 1/3 of my cup of chocolate chunks, and I'm going to make a quarter of the recipe. So making a quarter is 1/4 of the recipe, or just dividing it by 4. Okay, so I'm going to take my 1/3, I'm going to divide it by 4. I know that that is the same as dividing it by 4/1. If I use my keep change flip, it becomes 1/3 times. So I change the divide to a times sign, and then I need to flip that last sign. I'm going to write my little K for keep the 1/3 the same, C for change, divide to multiply, and then don't forget to flip that last number. So now it becomes 1/4. Okay, so I know 1 times 1 on top, it's just going to give me 1. And then on the bottom, it's going to be 3 times 4, which gives me 12. So my final answer for this one should be just 1. Oops, that was not very good. So my final answer should just be 1/12. And let's check our answer. 1 divided by 12, submit, and there we go.